do I know Gula Goose?
Inevitable. Yeah, what do you get all this butts off of here?
Skin tone pencil.
Ooh. Are you drawing people? You think Gonzo from the Muppets was named after Hunter S. Thompson?
I can't remember who was Gonzo.
He's the one with the. He had like a honker that hangs off like a Gula Goose stick. In between dealing with the Gula Goose.
I generally don't even know what year we're in. It's getting hard to keep up.
I'm bendingly, is it 98?
Sounds about right.
Feels cool.
Been here before? Probably.
You must got a cue of it.
Cali? No, Cali was 93.
You off by
5?
That's nearly unacceptable.
Come on.
How are we gonna get your head in this game?
It's like I'm on Utah time.
Fucking poser.
Fuck America or what?
Fuck.
Can we go there?
Whatever. It ain't cool.
We don't want to make this a territorial, but I'm no redneck.
Fucking hillbillies. You kidding me? We got a Sony Picture Classic at hand.
Oh yeah, cult classic.
From the beginning there. What is this? It's got to be American History X. Huh?
Something like that.
That's got to be off by 5 years. No. When that come out? 95? Might have been a little bit earlier. Narrowing the gap anyway. Really trying to...
98.
Oh.
Right on time. I just saw it in theaters.
What a relief. Fuck me. That does make me feel a little bit more fucking upright.
It's supposed to be. It's all meant to be.
Yeah, so how bad can it be, a Sony Picture Classics? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we bump into Beyond films. We were on a bit of a Beyond kick. We said that word several times.
Thousands of times.
We referenced it.
Still never watched it.
No. It's been beyond us. Beyond our grip indeed.
Now we're getting slapped in the face with it.
With the blue tulip?
Yeah.
How much you think a fucking canister of friggin' blue tulips weigh? Say it's about 80% full.
Yeah.
Has a couple of pieces of wood in it, but just little bits, you know. Not if you pick one up, you're like, this is no problem. Maybe if you have 8, you get like a
splinter.
Well, you know, and then the extra 2 to 3 pounds maybe added in. But, you know, you don't think that's a big...
those dandelions add up, I tell you.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah. Who directed this bad boy anyways?
How many times have we taken that down tonight? I don't even think the task is complete yet. Good thing for overheating. Timer.
Yeah. This one's on me.
All right. Fucking James Meridino. Did you take a gander at that lad?
I didn't.
His discography?
Give it to me. What's he got?
SLC Punk 2.
Oh, yeah? Banger. You've seen it.
Yeah. Don't remember a lick of it. Not a dang root hair.
You don't remember MGK?
No, he was definitely just a fucking...
I saw a trailer.
He wasn't even from Sackville yet.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Heroin Bob's son.
Yeah.
And he goes on.
It's got a case of the S Darkos.
Yeah, exactly.
By a fucking close margin. It's fucking 1 degree away from fucking bacon.
Yeah. Punk was dead by the time number 2 came out.
Ooh, yeah. What year did it come out? Was that way off?
Yeah.
Way off.
Yeah. But Devin
he grew
Sawa,
up in real time,
Yeah.
Bob's son.
Frank from old...
OG Darko.
yeah, exactly. He was in...
I don't know if he crops up in a flashback or a real quick splash, a picture.
The trailer made it look like he's all the way through. Him and Devin Sawa.
I meant an S Darko.
Ah.
Other than that, I don't... Is he in stuff? You know, he's a bit too young to have been an urban legend. You would think? No.
That's funny. I didn't even think about that. So he does come back in S. Darko?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's also forgettable.
Yeah. Can't even remember if I watched it.
Yeah. No, like... It came out in a weird year. It was an off year for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever year S. Darko came out.
Probably the same year as the sequel.
I'm going to give it the quickest try at...
SLC Punk 2.
2009.
This was 2016.
Oh, wait. Another weird year, right?
Yeah. That was like
These are off years for movies.
yeah,
These
American Idiot Punk. Brewed up the sequel of this.
Yeah. Fucking some flavorless guitar. Flavorless drums. A whole trio. Fucking posers.
Yeah. Couple rednecks.
Yeah.
Parking. A couple brokebacks just parking to have a beer with one another.
1985.
Salt Lake City, baby.
Yeah. Wild year.
Surfing in the SLC.
What's that mean? The Salt Lake City.
Probably be so easy to surf in Salt Lake City. In the Salt Lake. So
Yeah.
buoyant. Wouldn't even get wet.
Yeah. So, you know, these hillbillies, what do you think of these guys?
They're not doing anything wrong.
Stepping out to take a pee?
Quite stereotypical rednecks.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch these
Trucks,
guys
beer.
go through their journey. I'm not going to judge them right away.
SLC redneck.
Yeah,
That should be the sequel.
no problem. Love these guys.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
You don't even really get to give them a good look before the two assholes.
Yeah, but they got an agenda out there. You don't just see his asshole. He's taking a leak, but he takes his pants down, his shirt all the way off.
Yeah.
And if he don't get no pelt tonight, then them friggin' balls is just gonna fall off.
Yeah, I don't know that phrase.
I don't know, but like pelt, doesn't come up that often.
No.
There's a lot that come up often.
Didn't shadow.
Tail, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Not to be vulgar, but pelt. All right, I like it.
Did they get pelted?
Oh, they got
piped.
That's right.
They got piped.
Holy, must have took one to the head.
it's
These lads, a couple of droogs.
it's not even like a vicious attack.
Oh, it's
It's
Sid.
just like, oh, gotcha, a couple times, and then just running for the hills. Because you know these guys are going to catch up and
Yeah.
kick your ass.
These are our
These
pro
var-
tags.
Yeah, these are varsity boys.
Yeah. They're playing in a junior league.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they got truck.
Yeah.
You guys are on foot.
Kentucky Sluggers at hand.
Yeah. Couple wieners.
Yeah. Louisville. How do you spell that? Loovil?
Is there a U in there?
I doubt it.
Lou Slugger?
Yeah, so we got a quick glimpse at our guys.
Yeah.
What is this, Clockwork Orange?
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of got the clockworky look to him. I can imagine Matthew Lillard doing Clockwork
Yeah,
Orange.
with a little bit of eye liner.
Yeah.
That whatever perks up your brows, you know, he could
didn't-
have that
yeah,
look,
Exactly. He didn't have.
or not
Full
brows, the
fake
lashes.
eyelash. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just the
God
one.
damn, I sound stupid about aesthetics. General facial hair.
But I know you liked that vinyl cover intro.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was some homage to like specific bands.
I was thinking the same thing at the start.
I was like, I'm missing out on some of these dumb.
Yeah, I was wondering if they actually were like iconic punk vinyls that they would just, instead of the title of the band, just put a credit in.
Yeah.
But then they definitely started having like pictures of Matthew Lillard, and it was even talking about costume design, and it showed like just some of the shit that they were wearing.
Some look like MS Paint.
Yeah. I could have made a couple of those for sure.
But then I didn't want to bring that up because they're like, what the fuck? That's iconic as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You ain't even cool.
Mm.
I'm like, well, I've listened to music.
What of it?
Yeah.
I rebel guy. Do you think that
Ronald Reagan.
then we step into the punk cave.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Ronald Reagan was on the TV, right? Just the TV.
Kind of everywhere's.
Yeah. Well,
You don't know how these guys, where they stand.
Yeah.
You see a nice picture of him framed,
Yeah.
and then he's on the dartboard,
Homage to Star Wars.
and then was that
Ska song that was playing. That remind you of Good Friday?
did Ronald Reagan get framed?
How the fuck
Is that
would
visual
I
storytelling, big boy?
get framed?
Yeah. The war on drugs. Think he created it? Where you stand on that conspiracy?
Some fucking Rick Ross shit?
And then the spray paint on the wall said, "I voted for Reagan."
Yeah. Well, they're anarchists.
Yeah.
That's why. That's like whoever you don't like.
These two guys arguing
Yeah.
with their set dressing.
Yeah. What would that be
These punks like to argue.
in present day? Who do you think would they put like vote Biden?
Trump. It'd be like Trump.
Do the anarchists like Trump? Are you even allowed to say Trump? I don't even know anymore.
We're gonna have to bleep that out.
I heard that you can be president from jail.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Kind of the same thing,
Why
isn't
the
it?
fuck not?
You become a man
Got
of
a
the
little
people.
bit of free time in between.
You're definitely a man of the people when you're in jail.
Yeah.
You know, he's playing basketball with the fellas and working out, pumping iron as he's doing like his little campaigns and stuff. I'd vote.
Yeah, it'd be fucking intense. Ripped like Vince McMahon at 88. But that music reminded me of Good Friday. That kind
Yeah, I
of
can see
that
that.
same kind of vibe.
The Crow. Shout out to Spirit of the Wildfire.
Yeah.
I just watched Good Friday,
Hmm.
and I like that. That scene really came together well. How we just made it like a montage. Let the song run out.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Strenuous.
So what do we know about these guys? Spray paint indoors.
Heroin Bob.
Mattresses on the floors.
Yeah.
Sounds like a punk song.
Scared of needles.
Yeah. And then the first thing that's put into our brain.
Go on.
Is that we know Steve-O's the early bird. And he has the tradition of kicking Heroin Bob.
Yeah.
To see if he's awake or not.
Yeah. Get up, my friend. Yeah. We have anarchy to attend.
But you can have an extra hour.
Of?
Let me just tell the people about you in the meantime.
Fourth wall breaking? Is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah.
Our protagonist, Steve O.
Yeah.
Fourth wall breaker. General anarchist.
Yeah. Narrator.
Rule breaker. Punkinator.
Yeah. Anti-fascism. College graduate. Can't forget that.
Yeah, and he does nothing about the cut.
No. Nothing at all.
Heroin Bob.
Doesn't even do heroin.
No.
Sounds like a poser to me.
So far.
And what do you think about the name Heroin Bob? You think that ages well?
Well.
You think it should be like Brown Robert?
Okay.
Would that be is that what they call him in the sequel? I haven't seen it.
It might have been Brown Robert, sure. I have to rewatch it if I could ever put myself through it. Mr. Marandino, though, good. Good at this.
And this is where they let you know.
Just shitting all over the sequel, but I'm just going to say I don't remember it. This one is more memorable.
Oh, yeah.
Way more memorable.
I'm sure a lot of people haven't even seen the sequel. Like, even the people that loved this movie didn't see the sequel.
We're bringing great attention to it, though, which is really nice.
Yeah.
That's a kindness. Marandino, where you at today? Follow us on the Scribno.
So what do we know about Heroin Bob? He's an uptight punk.
Uptight as all.
A lot of these punks are uptight, aren't they?
Wound. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's like, I hate needles, but I'm not afraid of punching mirrors.
No.
I'll punch a mirror good.
And they're sharper sometimes, depending on the angle.
See, punk or pink?
Oh.
Get that reference, fella? What is this, a Judd Apatow film? You sure he didn't do this early on? Jason Segal's in this?
Yeah, we get to meet the Regal Seagull.
Yeah. Looking good.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever looked so refined.
Were you excited to see him?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, this might be a ride worth taking.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is your first watch of it, right?
No.
Recently, though, right? You didn't see
Recently, yeah.
You didn't...
But my first time watching it was, in the past year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't catch it in any of your formative years.
No.
No,
stood away from it.
I was lucky to have.
Yeah.
Even though it was a few years after she came out.
Yeah. It's funny because the first couple of years, I didn't even hear about it till later on.
TMN was kind.
A couple years after, but I wasn't into the punk scene anymore. I completely changed my ways.
Yeah. In 98 when this came out, you needed to probably go to Video Difference or something.
I was there all the time. I was a frequent.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the DVD or VHS.
I bet you do.
Such as. Shout out to Spirit of the Wildfires vocalist.
Yeah, alumni.
Digga. Yeah, he is alumni.
Yeah. You had to sign it out.
Yeah. Yeah. He's DVD man.
Yeah. And you just carried it, just like your boy Bob.
We should draw a couple PPs and wee-wees on it. That'd be punk.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, real fast, like we're dueling in the Wild West.
Just like a couple rednecks.
Draw a couple PPs on it.
Get to see that, yeah. In Heroin Bob, so punk, they just left his hand like that.
Yeah,
and let it fester.
Yeah, somehow he's being a wimp. And also...
being tough at the same time.
Yeah.
Being punk.
He's oxymoron, old Heroin Bob.
And you get to see it and you staring the doctor in the eyes. I hate doctors, man.
Yeah, well, this is the most infected thing I've ever seen.
They should name that after him.
Stubborn little bastard, isn't he?
Wouldn't want to fall into a vat of that.
Wouldn't. No. No, you'd come out a gula goose.
Yeah. But no needles, please. I'm hoping I can just take some banana flavored medicine that will just clear that right up.
Yeah. And these guys aren't all bad. All this is happening inside of the room. We have the old Regal Seagull out there making nice.
Yeah, well, Steve-O's telling the little girl.
Yeah.
She's like, these kids got no future.
This is not an accepting town.
No.
This whole craze, this fad, is really new to them.
But Seagull seems to fit right in, doesn't he?
Yeah, but they still move. Is that just because of Steve-O? Because people seem generally creeped out by Seagull in this. Like, we've gotten to know him in the past, so
they talk to the girl. The little girl, and the mother gives them a look. But they have the whole, these kids got no future, man. We're all gonna die one day, Mike. Where he's putting on his, talking the word of the punk gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Never afraid to say that.
Yeah. So, Heroin Bob gets his needle.
Yeah. Yeah. This Heroin Bob is such a buzzkill.
Yeah. And so, we're finding out the other stuff that Bob don't like. He's no on aspirin.
Yeah.
He's fucking no on heroin.
He doesn't like any chemicals.
Yeah, he's just
chemical free.
Cigs and swigs. Yeah. I don't even know if that's hard liquor. I think it was just beers.
No, he says that. Yeah, we'll get to that later. But in the last scene, he does say that he hates beer.
Oh,
it's like, I thought he was drinking beer the whole time.
Yeah, and
they go to great lengths to get beer, do they not?
Yeah, and I don't know if it even shows a cigarette getting smoked in this. On retrospect, I couldn't go back and think of a moment where
I can picture definitely Heroin Bob.
It was
being so skittish,
but he was not smokes in every scene, dancing around, big peace fingers.
Well, actually, when they get him out of jail, he does ask for a smoke. And I think you do see him smoking in the next scene.
Yeah, it's weird that I kind of blanked it out because it didn't seem prominent. You see it, it's so common in movies. But I didn't really think about it too much in this. It didn't seem like they were always smoking.
Yeah.
Like in Goodfellas or something.
As much as they're fucking arguing.
Yeah.
All the punks do is argue.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect these guys to even be friends, the amount of things that they disagree on.
Yeah. Well, they're a bunch of hillbillies, these fucking Salt Lake born punks.
Yeah. And then we get to see another 90s heartthrob.
Yeah, on a fucking
Suwa.
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. What was it, Heroin Bob going on? They're stooping around, And he's just like on that tirade about acid.
Yeah, because that's what it goes right out of the
That's
hospital.
another thing that Bob don't do, acid.
Yeah.
He don't like it at all. Yeah. And because of your guy.
And he's,
the guy from the 90s.
Yeah. And then Steve-O's just like chilling. I think they're in like a graveyard or something. He's kind of up against something.
I remember him sitting.
It's like the exact same place where he takes Sandy later.
Oh, yeah. The park.
Giving him the gears about acid. And he's like, I know a guy. You know, Sean. No, not red mohawk Sean. The guy with the mittens. Yeah, green spikes. You know him?
Yeah.
That punk?
Yeah. And it's fucking... I don't know if that's a real fact. What's he spitting there? He said that you can follow the follicles up the hair to see how much somebody...
Yeah, Napoleon. I was leaving that for you to bring up.
Yeah.
What was he, arsenic?
Yeah, arsenic. Yeah. Arsenic.
And you can follow the arsenic up the hair to see how long he was infected by it.
Yeah. From, like, apple seeds and shit like that. Arsenic. Yeah. Almonds. Weird stuff, right?
Would have loved to see that flashback.
Yeah. Oh. And I've eaten tons of apple seeds too, right?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Let me see your roots.
All right.
Take me to your roots.
We will.
And you get this old wise tale.
Yeah, we'll find out what happened to old Sean here.
Yeah. I would love to think that that's where, like, this is where that came from.
It's 1969, okay.
The 90s, baby.
Yeah, fucking playing the Stooges.
Been happening since the 60s.
Yeah, this scene had me send...
All your parents know someone that this happened to.
Oh, yeah, it's a... If they don't know them personally, they've heard about it.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's a general disclaimer.
Yeah.
Basically, this guy is... patient zero.
Well, he's a provider of such chemicals.
Yeah. He's got a...
And he's cool. He can get in with the mods. The mods come to him for the drugs.
Yeah, he's already got his oven mitts on, though.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, that was the thing. That's how you know. From... Red Mohawk Sean. He's Sean with the mittens.
Oven mittens. But, yeah, so this is the dude from Darko.
Yeah.
Frankie. John.
John the Mod.
And it's funny because this interaction they're having is kind of adversarial. Almost like a bullying is occurring.
They got the other guy. Like, John the Mod, they say he's a diplomat. He can move between groups. But you get the other Mod. It's not so friendly. And he's even like, fuck you. Yeah, fuck really. You, Sean.
Giving him shit for sure.
Yeah.
Shit for Sean. And then, are you going to drive me? Your mom's going to drive us to soccer practice.
Just to let you know that these are kids.
And this is the Donnie Darko world.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Not really, but, you know. Could be fun.
Could be fun. When did Donnie Darko come out? 2001?
Yes. I would think a couple of years after this. Not in the 90s, I don't think.
Yeah. Right after that soccer practice comment, in come the cops.
Yeah, the school cop. Let's not go crazy. Yeah. We don't need to run like mad shit, do
officer. Oh, we do.
So we boogie.
If you were in high school, you'd run.
Yeah, high knees.
Sprinklers or no sprinklers, you'd high knee yourself right over there.
Yeah.
So high knee that you're kicking your high knee.
High knee.
High knee.
That's where that comes from.
Yeah.
Efficient Germans.
Yeah, but you don't want to get that stuff wet. Not in your pocket.
Yeah, did it say how many hit?
100.
Ooh.
A round number. You think it would be like, it must have sliced off a couple, so I'm guessing it's like 96.
A buffet of blotter.
Yeah. All over the leg.
Yeah.
And they showed you the inner workings.
That will absorb.
Yeah, and fizz.
Right.
Fizz right on the meat.
Why do people even bother putting it on their tongue if they can just
put it anywhere?
Yeah, put it in the thigh like.
Yeah, why like the eyeball and such great lengths?
Why wouldn't you just go like? And
I'd like to do the headband thing.
Yeah, just like, put it on there like a third eye.
Give me the Jim.
Right? Just let it soak in.
Jimmy me, please. Yeah, and these
guys
kind of have a misrepresentation of acid trips.
When there's a knock at the door, right? You go knock, knock.
Starts knocking back at you. You know you're tripping.
Yeah, the bathroom, right? Knock, knock, right? But you don't know, and so you're saying, hey, at the door. What do you say to it?
Who's there?
Right. And then somebody from elsewhere goes, let that sink in.
Should we set that up?
Nothing sinks in this fucking thing, does it?
Except for acid. Right into your system.
God, no.
And now,
maybe tripping, man.
Yeah.
Runs through a damn sprinkler.
Evolved state.
Yeah, this grass wasn't even on fire and the sprinkler was going off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you get to meet Frying Brian.
Bob just trying to walk on by. Yeah. And all of a sudden, whoa,
Jesus.
My friend with the mitts.
Yeah.
He's having a squat, plopping a squat there like a gargoyle.
Yeah. Floating.
I mean, eye level gargoyle. Timer. Playing me backwards right now, like the devil's gonna be on my vinyl.
So they got Sean off the acid, and now he's on the rock.
He's sitting on the rock, no footing at all.
His lawn is water. He's got a moat.
He's got a moat. He's got a mom running around and scared.
Heroin Bob comes to help him out.
Yeah, this is. A real standoff.
Yeah. Keeps calling him Jesus.
Yeah, which is fair. Considering the amount, like, we'd all be on that plane of non-existence out there in that unified field, transcending.
Then the lines get a little blurred as he starts telling this story to make it seem like he might have killed his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she turned into a big bad bull.
But blames it on the devil.
What?
But blames it on the devil. Says that the devil did it.
Well, yeah, he was sneaking around. I saw it.
Yeah, looked like Pan.
A little bit of it.
The cousins?
Pots and pans don't go together, but acid do. That's how I stay on the road doing
that
medication.
Old perspective gag that he's doing with the knife.
Ooh, perspective gag.
Or maybe
that did look like a perspective gag with us.
Or maybe no gag. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, just a couple of splashes there, right? It's a bit spooky.
Yeah. Just as
jump cut and turn it into a corn video on you. Fucking hell.
And then you see him outside, and Bob looks into the window, and there's Mommy Dearest.
Yeah,
waving out.
Looking frightened, let's be fair. But unscathed, apparently. Yeah.
But the shot had this, like, waviness to it that was like, is Heroin Bob high by proxy now?
Oh, he's...
Maybe he should have worn mittens.
Too close to contact with this guy.
Shouldn't have gotten that liquid acid. Should have been wearing better footwear.
No footing at all.
Chemicals fuck you up.
No doubt. I've seen a pond dry up just like that with fucking woods chemicals.
I actually know someone that had like temporary
psychosis
from drugs. And it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
Showed up to like a gathering.
And like
had to be
a totally different person.
Had to be attended Like their parents had to come and bring them because they wanted them to be there for this gathering.
Right.
And it was just, it was a scary scene, man. But it's all good now. It wore off.
Sounds like a frightening premise for a movie.
Yeah, chemicals fuck you up.
Yeah, and systems need to be taken down. So
from the inside.
You know.
These guys are a couple college graduates.
Uni.
Both went to law school?
I don't know if Bob did, but he did. Sure. He did.
Same uni?
I don't know. Did it seem like they were high-fiving and...
Well, they definitely had the graduate picture together.
Yeah. Okay, maybe they're both successful, smart dudes. These guys can't leave each other on a dime, but they will bicker. So
were they forced to go to college by their parents? And then they decided to, the only way we can do this is graduate and then do absolutely nothing with it.
Yeah. So I guess if we wanted to find out, we could wait 5 more seconds and get a flashback to 4 years earlier.
Yeah. Wow, what a mohawk.
You think that was real? Did you watch this in any sort of
I thought it might
high
have been,
definition?
Until he started doing his temper tantrum, jumping up and down and watching it wave side to side.
Yeah.
But we get to see the parents.
And the crinkles up around.
What do you think of Shooter McGavin?
Yeah, he's coming back. He's on the comeback. Yeah. Imagine that. What's his name gets a what's his name. Gets a what's a name.
The mother look familiar?
Tell me now.
It's Carol.
No.
Carol.
Carol?
From the show.
Oh, I should have known. Oh, my Pete.
Mind you, I have no clue what episode that is.
Nor do I. It says...
What makes it
says the finale in the...
But what makes it confusing? Extra.
Yes.
Confusing.
Extra.
These guest stars reprised their characters for the season finale.
Oh my God! What did they do to Carol?
2. I don't know.
How?
They must have told the husband that he could do better.
Fucking hell! Well, I feel like a poser finally.
Yeah.
Fucking poser bastard.
It was funny because I couldn't find the info on her.
Fucking ChatGPT just made that shit up and sent it to you in a mail.
Then it just shows how these eras work. The father's talking about, he went to Woodstock.
Yeah.
But they were doing their thing. But they had some reasons for it.
Christopher MacDonald. I had to say it. I saved it for this. I've never said his real name out loud.
I didn't like it. I don't think many people have. They just say, "Shooter."
Imagine that. Like, everybody he talks to, no one knows this guy in real life, I don't think.
No.
But...
they unfreeze him from time to time.
But if you see him, it's Shooter. It's not like they don't have Christopher McDonald on the tip of their tongue.
Yeah.
I've never said it out loud.
Never.
I've read it, I think, a few times.
I refuse to write it down. Shooter McGavin. And Carol.
And Carol. That's like somehow in plain sight a deep cut and deep cutting.
Love it.
Poser as fuck.
Yeah.
God damn Carol.
Everyone's a poser.
Imagine when we come into contact with Carol again, how jogged our memories are going to be. We're going to feel the stupidest that we have in eras.
We're just gonna...
We've taken many spins backwards around the sun from present day. But fucking hell.
We're gonna act like we know her well. Whoever we're watching it with, we're gonna say, "That's Carol."
Yeah.
That's Carol.
All right. So.
But the father's a poser as well. It just shows the long line of posers. Because they are not so different. Steve-O and Shooter. He was doing the exact same. He thought he was a rebellion too when he was at the same age. But what did he do? He went to law school.
Mm-hmm. It's the Shaggy thing to do.
The system. The vicious cycle. And I said, you know...
I'm 18, fuck you.
Yeah. But, also the, oh yeah? You guys are from the 60s? You believe in love?
This don't even add up. What year is this?
85.
85. Woodstock, how long ago?
69.
I mean, we got to take out the years. How many is that? Like 12 years? You skip the 70s and add one on the either end.
He was alive.
12.
He was alive.
He would have been 12?
Who would have been 12?
Sorry. Is that right?
No. Try again, pal.
6? He would have been 6? Fuck, I fucked up the math. I didn't think about it that hard,
No,
but...
No.
From... What year is it in the movie?
85.
85.
4 years ago, so 81.
Yeah.
12.
12. He would have been alive.
Yeah.
He would have been like, Dad, I remember when you went to Woodstock.
Yeah, you came home fucked.
Yeah.
You said, don't try the brown acid.
Yeah, you're a different person.
Yeah. You think Mama went?
Probably had to stay home with her.
I'm surprised he's a single kid.
Yuppies.
But, yeah, this is exactly what started 90s rock and roll.
Hippie?
All the hippies started divorcing. All the love shattered.
Ooh, boomer doomers.
Yeah. He has his little tantrum jumps. I am the future. I am the future. I'm a punk.
Yeah, he is fucking adamant. Mm. And he's got main character syndrome, kind of. Like, exactly. Thinking he's the big kahuna.
Yeah. The punk messiah.
Yeah. And you know what?
But he runs the show in this film.
Yeah.
It's all from his angle.
Mm-hmm. This is where he differs from old Alex Delarge or whatever. Because his parents yell at him, innit? Yep. Ground him. These ones, his dad a little bit proud.
Yeah. He's going to be one hell of a lawyer.
I love living in the city.
Yeah.
Song not even old for me.
Is this where he's going through the... This is where it goes full for fourth wall break? In the mall?
By the sounds of it, I didn't really take full note of it, but I mean, I did know that it was going on and it happened a bunch, but I don't know if I thought about it that early, or I thought about it earlier.
Right. So this is where he's walking through the mall and he's talking about how, like, the difference between UK.
Yeah.
Who cares who started it?
Yeah.
We're way more punk than them.
Oh my god.
And then he's talking about posers.
Yeah.
That's how you can spot a poser, is that they say a couple words in British accents. And they have the little patches, UK patches.
Yeah. I guess it make me bipartisan, but I like the Smiths and punk.
Union Jacks for fags. Jesus Christ. The profanity.
You almost got to blur that word. But 98... God damn, these guys are getting money for nothing.
Yeah, and it's all
fuck British people.
The punk theory is like, we had it harder than you. Our lives were so oppressed that we're more punk than you, man.
Yeah, so he gets to go on a lot of tirades. Yeah. Or I guess that would be
American propaganda as far as punk's concerned.
Be a monologue to an actor.
Yeah.
But it's a tirade in the film.
But at least this one is a little more fun because of the movement. But there's another one where it's the fourth wall break, and it's so much music. How he's just standing there talking to the camera all stiff.
Rick the Tempsit, eh? Yeah. Or is this a fucking Strophanopoulos?
Yeah, exactly. This was almost a Rick Mercer.
What about when he's like, I'm not a fucking hick?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's insecurity, if you ask me.
Is it still this one?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking hick. Come on!
I know, right? I almost jumped the shark. You
it's like these fragile fucks. You gotta walk up and be like, okay, you're punk.
Yeah,
you're punk.
He's a fucking. I was like, you are a fucking hick. You're hiding it.
Yeah. Your neck's red.
Yeah. Hiding it.
But then he goes into another story just to explain. Because of the blue hair, this guy looks like the American flag from the back.
Sorry.
Just, if this monologue wasn't enough, he's got to explain, he's got to give us an example of why they got an edge on the UK.
Fuck off and die!
Take it to one of these underground punk fests.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been in a mosh pit.
Yeah. And he's in a friggin'...
Again, shout out to Spirit of the Wildfire. Yeah. Definitely most of my most recent moshing.
Yeah. He's in a smash hit, though.
A smash hit. This is intense. This is another level up.
Yeah, he's going to Pound Town on a girl on stage.
Shrekking against the wall.
Shrekking indeedo. Yeah. Holy.
Perhaps wrecking.
Yeah. And there's asking Bob, they're like, Bob, isn't that one of your ladies?
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah.
Learning all the punk rules.
Yeah. I got my eye on Trish.
Yeah. She's smart, man. I can listen to her talk all night.
And then you see with Jasper Regal here, he's freaking... He's chilling out with Mark, who's one of my favorite characters in the whole damn feature.
Even Spirit had a Mark back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where they were like, how you doing, old man?
Yeah. Fuck you! I'm not old.
Yeah, but you're the oldest one here.
Shut up and buy some weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hanging out against the wall.
Yeah. With...
Mikey. And it's funny how you meet these characters, but it takes a while to actually meet the characters. Mm-hmm. They let you kind of decide before they take over. You get a backstory on everyone.
A little bit, yeah. And kind of the way they do it, you'll see later on, is just how they reintroduce people.
It seems like over and over. Especially Seagal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
By the time it gets to his background, it's like, I feel like I already know.
Old buddies. Yeah. Old new buddies.
Yeah. And, Heroin Bobby says that he doesn't care, but boy, he has to act out, doesn't he?
Oh, my God. He's a turd to the neck of these guys. Up on stage.
Can't mosh enough in the crowd. He's got to get up on stage and grab onto the lead singer.
Yeah. And, these guys are no joke. They're no local bums. Mm. These are profile. I don't want to say high profile, but some kind of profile. They get a bouncer.
Yeah, not very punk.
Yeah, security guard.
Not very punk having a security guard that came with you from the UK.
But
did he have a scent to him? The security guard?
A what?
A scent.
Consent?
An accent.
Oh, not in that moment.
Consent. He was checking IDs. That's his job.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike,
Big Mikey.
the seagull.
Watch the security.
He'll die for you.
Oh yeah, he'll fucking die for you, man.
Spring loaded, launches himself on stage. Even if you just met,
yeah. Isn't he like, hold my glasses?
Maybe. Don't want to, damage them spectacles.
Yeah. And this is, he's almost more like his Dead Man on Campus character than you'd imagine.
Oh,
a little bit of a hothead.
Yeah, he's a hothead, all right. And he backs it up.
Yeah, big boy.
He beats the ass out of this security guard on stage.
Can you rephrase that?
Smashes his ass so hard with fists.
Yeah. I love how, Steve-O and Sandy are still going to town. They're like, yeah, Bob. Yeah, Mike.
Craning their necks. Yeah. They're going to be sore tomorrow. It's because of that. Yeah. And then the police barge in.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Up in the ante like all Pete's hair.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So you're getting to know Mike is the muscle punk.
Yeah.
Cops come.
And they can all escape.
This is, complete propaganda. You see that the Americans are winning.
Yeah. Pouring like maggots out of a green bin.
Even a couple guys are running with handcuffs on. Like, who's Quick Draw McGraw? They got the handcuffs on these three boys so quick.
Fuck. Well, when there's an after party, you don't know what people are capable of. That's the bath salts of fucking... Yeah. Just got barged in on.
Yeah. Trish is the smart punk.
Oh, yeah. And fucking Bob. This is either the director is so particular or this is like an actor thing. This one thing, it's the oddest thing to be curious about.
Adam.
Timer.
You don't what? Tell me what's the weirdest thing. What is the weirdest thing about this film?
Bob knocks the ash off Trish's smoke. Smoke! Someone was definitely smoking for sure.
It's in your notes.
Holy. I repressed it, but somehow still am now impressing it.
Watch it again. There's a smoke in every scene of it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, blending in.
Especially at these parties.
Yeah, you got that right. It was probably a haze in there.
Yeah. No smoke machine needed.
Jeebus. Yeah. But did you notice that? It's just like little boop. Oh. He just booped it off.
Nice of him.
Yeah. But you know what? It's really nice. Legal Seagull is apologizing to the bouncer.
You call me an asshole because I don't ash Caitlin's cigarettes for her?
No, I mean.
Yeah, the apology to the security.
Yeah. There's something just fun about that.
Yeah.
It's not like they never saw each other again and they escaped. They're at the same party.
Yeah. But then, it immediately gets ruined in my eyes by Steve being like, it's a punk show, man. Like, it just getting beaten over the head already about this. Like, that's punk. You can't jump into a punk show. People are going to hit each other.
Are you saying he's putting it on?
He's putting it on.
Oh, laying it on thick.
Laying it on thick.
Are you going to play this town again after that?
Did you know Utah is too violent for these UK punks?
Utah?
Not Metah.
Park City?
Not Itah.
No. Yeah.
Oh, this is where it's like, because our lives were harder than yours.
Yeah.
You don't know what we went through. All the religion. Mm-hmm. All the religion.
Yeah.
Utah has to
Bob's
offer.
lucky that Trish is fucking absconding with him.
Yeah. Is this when she's in her Elvira costume?
A little bit, yeah.
And then it cuts to visiting hours.
Back in quarantine.
Yeah.
Bob's still dealing with his moldy hand.
3 weeks, hard time.
Yeah. It's funny, the going in, the seagull and Steve-O. You ever seen The Exorcist? Did you like it?
Yeah.
His reaction is funny. Like, yeah. They're like, what? Should I be scared or something? Or I forget what he says exactly, but it was a fun little interaction there. Yeah. Entertaining.
Yeah. And he's really making himself at home, isn't he? With all the E-tape.
Yeah.
He's got on his gown and on the walls.
What a little funny fella.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put A's all over the wall.
Yeah. And on myself.
Oh yeah, and on himself.
And everyone's partying.
This is the
as soon as they break him out.
This is the kind of guy I named a disease after.
Yeah.
This is what they're thinking.
Yeah. I got a disease named after me, man.
3 weeks he's been captive.
So when people have this infection, they're like, well, it's confusing because it's not from... I've never done heroin in my life. No. It's not called that because of heroin. It's called that because of this Bob fella. They called them... you got brown Bobby syndrome.
Took you for a Tara.
Yeah. Take you to another party. Now we really get to meet Mark again. Now we really get to meet Mike again.
Yeah, we've been through the summer of George. Now we're in the fall of hate.
This is Trish. This is where she...
And this is my start. I'm coming out.
Oh, yeah?
In the fall of hate.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Don't do the math, but came out in the fall of hate.
They start...
Loud intros for Bob, Trish, Jason Regal again.
And you really get to learn a bit more about Marky. They lean into Marky. Take you to his pimpin'.
But before that, they just to show how hardcore Mike is when he's just like,
don't like your orange hat. Hate it.
Just randomly smashes a guy's face into the wall.
Does he?
Are you kidding me? That's fucking badass.
Does Steve-O give Buddy a shove into him, or is it just walking by?
It's so nonchalant. It's like, I don't even know exactly what sets him off. It's almost subtle.
Yeah. Right?
But it is a tiny, slight, but it's like a slight he created in order just to smash this guy. And just this spur of the moment, as they say in Utah.
Because he's giving him a little bit of an introduction there where he's like, he's actually more punk than anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he's walking out of frame, the orange cap's coming in. So it looks like he might have nudged him into it, like it's almost a domino effect.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you just smash him into the wall and then keeps the hat and chucks it.
Fucking Jason the man.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Judd Apatow did him wrong.
He's fucking a geek with freak strength.
Yeah. He's a mod. Think he'd kick my ass for saying that?
I would hesitate not to immediately say yes.
Okay. Let's move to Mark.
My favorite. Giving out some pot.
Yeah.
My favorite.
This is for you. It's on the house.
Yeah. Fucking not a punk rocker.
Yeah.
Not even a peer.
No.
Pot and ass.
He's the only guy that doesn't get a label in this, actually.
Which is kind of cooler.
He's just Mark.
Yeah. Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's out of his mind. Independently wealthy.
Yeah. Tragic accident.
I fucking love when he's showing off his place here.
Laser disc.
Waterbed, no waves.
Yeah, waveless waterbed. It doesn't have the...
Yeah.
As they're laying on it together.
Yeah. Why didn't you just get a regular bed? It doesn't have waves. No, this one doesn't have waves.
Yeah, I love the disconnection. I love that how he keeps using like classic UK or like American phrasing. He's trying to talk like them.
Yeah. Yeah. Where he's like...
he's got that shower head.
Yeah, he showed off the shower head.
You know what that is? That's used to clean elephants in the circus.
Yeah, right? You had to buy that back alley.
Yeah.
You had to bring a friend.
Yeah. And what's the character? Oh, it's Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
Got the Dr. Nick accent. He's like, and there's more! Much more!
Yeah, and when he got the laser, there's a movie on there.
Yeah.
CDs sound better.
Yeah. We found out that he's 2 times foreign. Because before Utah, he lived in Miami.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, so we find this out after he starts to grow a little bit suspicious.
Oh, the paranoia kicks in?
Well, he's looking around and he doesn't really see some of his grass where
I
he
got 2
thought...
bags of grass right here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
And they show how easily he can turn on you because all of a sudden, you know...
Tells a story about killing 2 guys.
You know, in Miami, I shot 2 guys.
Yeah. Had to shoot them in the head.
Yeah.
To make sure they were gone.
Why, you think I'm in Salt Lake City? For...
Had to get that off.
For no reason?
Yeah.
I did headshots, yeah.
And what a fucking barrel on him.
Yeah, don't believe me? Fucking got that...
Top drawer.
Yeah, got the Joker prop. Yeah. This thing...
That took up the whole drawer, too. This guy's a little too Miami.
This cowboy's about to take down the bat plane.
But what if I don't want to be a cowboy? Yeah. He says, oh, you don't want to go for a ride? Maybe Bob wants to go for a ride.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sleeping, this guy.
Yeah, plane fucking... crash. No, yeah, no, this is before. He tells the story about the plane crash. And his dad tell him it's gonna be okay.
Because he wakes up Bob first with the gun in his face. Where Bob was just like, oh, put that thing away, man. He lets him know it's loaded.
No, this is first.
Mother head coming. No, it's after. That's what I got anyways, but oh no, you can't. No, you're right.
After,
no, you're right.
Yeah.
Because it's
cut around
it's
Steve-O. Fucking hell.
Steve-O that says, just put it away, man. Why don't you just put that thing away?
Yeah.
Stop swinging that thing in my face.
He doesn't like that very much.
Yeah. So the dad told him it's okay.
Mm-hmm. But he knew it wasn't gonna be okay because he saw the pilot
crying.
And then the next thing he saw was a head coming towards him.
His mama's.
Still staring.
With a smile.
Pretty grisly.
Yeah.
This is about as close to house that Jack built as this thing gets for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, family parts everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Sister's leg. Brother's arm. I couldn't find my dad.
Which is a shame.
Because I wanted to kick his face in.
For lying to me.
He said it was going to be okay.
This is a great...
And this is exactly like someone stealing my wheat.
Yeah, it's a great way to tie his backstory to the present situation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually...
Everything keeps getting taken from me.
It's it's easy to underrate how, you know, that's a great way to tie it together.
Yeah.
You know, it's a rug, as they would say.
Yeah.
Dude.
So now they want to see if Heroin Bob wants to be a cowboy.
Could it have been Bob?
Empty your pockets. It's funny, he has so many more pockets.
Yeah.
Like he's got breast pockets. You know, if I'm holding a gun and I'm searching someone, their shoes are coming off. You got to go full Monty, right?
Yeah. But when he pews into the couch there, you scared of that little gun? Pew pew.
Doesn't sound as intimidating. The bark.
How did they make that sound?
I don't know. Guns don't even make that sound.
Yeah. We should ask him. Wakes up Bob. His usual fucking kicks. I don't know. How does he get him up?
I think he even says, like, that is so not punk, dude.
And
Who the fuck are these guys to determine what's so fucking punk or not?
Yeah. This is their Boogie Nights scene.
These the fucking punker knots or what? Yeah, the Boogie Nights scene. Yeah, closest thing to, for sure.
And then, just as how he would switch on a dime, wouldn't he?
I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck you. No, fuck you. I said I'm sorry.
Give me a kiss.
No, fuck me. I said I'm sorry. Yeah, give me a kiss.
It's even like they get every little drip out of it.
Yeah.
Where even like, you shot your couch. I'll buy a new one.
Yeah, exactly. I got tons
Yeah.
of blood money.
Let's go steal a car.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is like the real fun and games of this fucking thing, isn't it?
Let's just steal a car and smoke as much weed as we possibly can.
Yeah. And just one of the other incredible moments in this, when they decide that the heat's getting too hot.
Yeah, they gotta toss it.
Yeah, they gotta get rid
Not
of
the joint.
No,
Keep
the
that.
vehicle.
Keep that burning. We gotta toss it. Yeah, this was the funniest part.
Yeah. So they send it out into the water.
Yeah.
To let that bad boy just go down like a rock.
But all that damn salt.
What do you mean?
It's so goddamn buoyant, this lake.
Sink! Sink, car! What's your problem?
Did they put the windows down?
As old Christopher McDonald would hear, go into your hole. That's the worst
I think
cross tie in during a great scene.
what they would have had to do is put the windows down, and all of them have to
Okay,
get
Mythbuster.
on top of the car until the water starts going into the car, and then it would do the rest of the work.
Or you could just shoot it and yell at it.
Yeah, I guess.
Percussive maintenance, I guess.
This is the 90s. Let's have an explosion, shall we?
Jennifer. Big cut two.
Sandy?
Jennifer, another new person, 17, looks way older.
Yeah.
The lifestyle hardens you.
Mm-hmm. Who is this that Bob is kissing?
Trish, one of her many do's.
Don't look like Trish.
You're right. Doesn't look like Trish.
Kind of looks like Summer, doesn't it?
This must have been from a different cut.
Shall we party again? You
Yeah.
guys party?
Carnivore party. Carnivore in a dark alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the the other girl, Sandy.
This is Sandy again.
Yeah. The mod.
Don't forget her. She
John
comes
the
in
mod.
later.
He's cool. He's a cool mod.
Diplomat.
Yeah. And I like addressing like Because up until this point, you haven't thought about how they would get booze.
Mm. Yeah. Because he has a fake
because
ID.
It's the Mormon state.
Yeah. It's harder than it usually would be. The stakes are higher.
It's pretty dry.
Yeah, you'd have to go to the kind of place that his
Wet.
dad would hang out. Yeah, where things are wet. Did you ever hear this TLM before? Or after?
The third leg material?
Yeah.
Did that ever really catch on?
I don't know. I don't think it stuck.
Oh, fucking...
But like how he's like holding her by the wrist and making her rub his leg at the same time.
A little friction addiction.
Come on, Shuda.
Yeah, daddy's a player.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, basically that only comes up for a shot because that's one of the few places you can get booze. Yeah. What they say, there was three places. Yeah. And, yeah, the one place they go to, they got that cop teller.
Calls the cops to follow them home.
Yeah,
Pull them over.
But what's the deal? Is just because they weren't underage? Like, wouldn't the age have been like 21, or did that go down back then?
No, it must have been a fake ID.
Fake ID? You don't know if he's suspicious because they're punks, or just because it's fake ID?
I think it's the long game. Like, you can't... If the cop does anything...
I mean, I get it. They get hassled.
He just can't... They won't be able to buy the booze. But if you let them take the booze, and then the cops find them with it, they can kick their ass. Redneck style.
I guess that's true. Yeah, so they do inevitably get pulled over. But, this is also a great way of dovetailing, really.
Wyoming.
Yeah. So in the altercation with the cops, you actually hear that that they're generally law-abiding, and that
they drew first blood.
They're showing their law prowess in this scene for a moment. But yeah, nothing wrong with looking suspicious, right? Then the next thing you know, what happens?
Bob does Bob stuff.
Fighting the cops. You believe that? Ne'er thee wells.
These redneck cops?
Are these guys posers? I don't think so. Not anymore. Fighting with the cops.
Pretty punk.
And then they... Yeah, Wyoming.
Throws a curveball with this new character.
Road trip.
Blondie.
Yeah. Was he a mod? I wasn't sure where they... What
It seemed like
group.
a bit of a mod. But, there's nothing wrong with them. People think that there's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
People always say there's something wrong with them, but I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
Nothing wrong with them.
He says it himself that there's nothing wrong with them.
But you know what the problem is? It's that people are fucking with you.
Why is that?
That it's not what they're doing, it's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just fight talk.
Yeah.
We fighting.
If you don't like this music, you're a poser.
Yeah.
So they get to the old liquor store.
Yeah, so they had to cross state lines, it would seem, right? Mm-hmm. The closest state imaginable, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine this is an economical trip.
Yeah. And I love how they, just because there's no punkers in Wyoming, it seems.
None.
So they have to pose as British.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my god, who is this? Like thinking they're going to get robbed. No, we're from the UK.
No, he had a phrasing better than that. He said, What the hell are you?
We're Brits. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And they're not even talking with an English accent for a while.
Yeah, and then one of them just throws it on.
Yeah. And then he's like, well, there's devil worshippers around.
Yeah, that mohawk, you look like an Indian.
Yeah. And then they're bumbling around the store, mulling over the Schlitz, all them fancy brands.
Get into a conversation about devil worshippers.
Yeah.
And Nazis.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, basically, like, you want to see devil worshippers. What did you think about the Nazis? They had a whole army.
They were misunderstood.
Yeah. I just kind of look at them as a group of people.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. Oh, my. And then,
Steve's got the mark.
yeah, and they hype up the symbol for a second. Like, oh, they got the mark on them.
666.
Yeah. They kind of tease it. They don't say what it is right away. And then, oh, yeah, what was that thing that the
this time,
worshippers had?
I almost thought they were going to bring out the other thing.
Oh, it?
It. I thought they were going to take it out. But I was glad to see that they're against the Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, they like to kick the Nazis' ass.
Boom.
Whenever they see them around. And it's funny, I've actually was told that, there's a big difference in the UK from a skinhead. Like, you know how skinheads are known as, like, neo-Nazis in America?
Yeah.
That a guy from Europe was telling me that, skinheads over there, they're punk rockers.
Yeah.
They're not connected to the Nazis whatsoever.
Right.
They actually got pissed off that the neo-Nazis started trying to claim that, and that would be a big war.
Doc Martin prescribes.
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever see, what was it? What was the movie that Russell Crowe did?
Gladiator.
No, that was about skinheads.
Chopper.
Clobberknocker or something like Slobberknocker.
Chopper?
No, it was rhyming words.
Oh, yeah. Chopper.
What was the kid called?
Chopper Stomper. Romper Stompers.
Romper Stompers. Yeah, exactly.
Romper Stomper.
Yeah, so they're roping these country bumpkins in. They're definitely hicks in Wyoming. That's what they're painting with this picture. And they're roping them into it because they know the mark's coming out. But what they didn't know is the shotgun's coming out.
Wherever that sound comes from, that's what they use.
Yeah. What do you think they did use for that?
Pew, pew.
What's more believable in your eyes?
You know what I mean?
So they get out of there, beer, free of charge.
Yeah. The box does look a little light, though.
Yeah.
They didn't use that same fucking...
Yeah, he's carrying 2. He's carrying 48.
Yeah. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Bodybuilders.
Yeah, and they're even talking about how Utah beer is only like 3%.
Yeah.
This is that 7% shit.
Oh.
Bring that back to a garage party or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little garage party where you get to see people. They're in there. They're building relationships.
Yeah.
You know, Bob's getting...
Contrast with them talking about how fighting is the reason to live.
Well, to be fair, Bob does get hit in the face with the can. Sets off another tirade, a monologue.
But he starts to doubt himself. This is the first time that he, questioned his own thought process because he's talking about fighting, but he's like, but why do I fight?
Yeah.
It's actually contradiction to true anarchy.
Yeah. And there's a whole punk fight equation that comes along with this. And this is the fall of 85. The fall of hate.
Yeah, this is where you get the food chain.
Hot for teacher.
From Punks at the very top, of course. Goes all the way down to the New Wavers.
Yeah. Sad to see Mark going off though.
Yeah, at Trisha's store.
Yeah.
That's where it's like he's so up Trisha's ass, thinking, oh man, yeah, she's so successful. She's a successful businesswoman. She sells bongs. Successful businesswoman. Yeah, and then Mark comes and says he's going back to Miami.
Yeah, he's off.
And rumor has it, he died in a plane crash. Like he was supposed to all those years ago.
Yeah, that was the last they ever saw of him. And then that very same day they saw Mark off, old Bob had been sold himself to Trish.
$36.
Yeah, not inflation.
Mm.
I mean, that's a lot in today's dollars.
He would lick a cop's ass for this girl. Can you imagine? Is that what he was trying to do in that scene?
It's a great, like, at least equal in this punk rock equation.
What are the rules?
Equals 2. Whew. Things fast times.
Yeah. Steve had enough of it. He's going to meet up with Papa.
Yeah, Dad just swinging by in his Porsche.
Volkswagen.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what we did?
What did we do?
Oh, you're going to love it. It's the best surprise I ever got for you. Son?
I signed you up.
This is a little league, Daddy.
You signed for me?
Yeah. You co-signed on that ATV I wanted?
Harvard?
Harvard Law School. Best in the country, baby. Who's your daddy?
I love the women in here.
You signed my name?
Yeah.
We'll enjoy law school again, Dad. Enjoy your next 4 years.
And you do get, like, probably the smartest shot of the film here.
The sunroof shot?
Yeah.
You like that?
The sky's the limit for this guy.
Oh.
And all his potential's looking down on him. Like, I hate the blue hair.
Oh, my God.
What is the sky reflecting off? Maybe he's blonde. Visual storytelling, baby.
You love it, right?
Love it. That's the...
Just him and his Nazi dad.
Yeah, exactly. Fascist.
And, yeah, you want to go hit up a meal?
Yeah.
And this was something that I don't remember noticing before. But when they were in the restaurant, did you take note of their meals?
No.
So Daddy boy, is eating like...
Shooter.
Yeah, he's mowing down on a nice salad. And you know what else? He's got like a nice salmon or some kind of dish going on. Swing over to Steve-O there. What do you think his plate's full of choco?
Fucking hot dog or something?
Hot dog, indeed.
French fries?
No, man. Cheaper than that. He's got himself a bag of chips.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does kind of not seem like a restaurant. It seems more like a cafe. Maybe this is like a bring your own food.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was meant to be highbrow. It seemed half highbrow, but Daddy's food was certainly an eye good.
Got some gazers off camera.
What?
He tells them to Yeah, stop. Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Oh, yeah. He's being punk, man.
That's like that's on punk shirts, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it is funny, though. I would have taken a photo.
Yeah. And then, who do you get to see? So he meets up with Sandy after.
Oh, yeah. And they're just heading down the street, just walking along. And all of a sudden, their old buddy gone wrong. Who? Sean?
Yeah, I think so. Or Brian. One of the two. I called them both so far, so. Covering all bases.
Oven mitts.
Still intact. And what about that, like, tinfoil silvery jacket he had on?
Yeah. He says he's a beggar, but he's like beggar plus with that jacket.
Collecting scrap paper, this guy. He's saying he's trying to get a job.
Yes. Sandy's so judgy in this scene. Why don't you get a job?
He tried. He didn't think retail would be his gig.
Yeah, this was a scene you always remember when you watch it.
Looking terrible. Especially terrible for
fucking
this.
Walking Dead timer. At least it's within. The Walking Dead walking into like a, I don't know, akin to a Reitman's?
Yeah, like a Bloomingdale's.
Bloomingdale's, that's a good one. Classic.
Yeah. And she's like, so what do you know about retail? And he's like, I don't wear these clothes.
Yeah, this is like the wrongest.
Do you work in retail? Well, if I worked in retail, why would I be asking for a job here?
Yeah, just like a total opposite. And then he starts going on, I don't want to work here anyway.
So he's a free man. Casting that 24-hour shadow. But he's got one thing.
I don't think we really did that scene justice. Like, for how iconic it is. Like, it's weird to describe, like, the disconnect in that scene.
Because he just starts shouting at her.
Yeah, just screaming at this retail lady.
Yeah. And this is like a Devon Sawa you've never seen. Like, up to this, he was the sweetheart before this.
Yeah, and in this one, he's making punks turn their back and feel something about it too. Some kind of way.
Do they think that hard?
No.
Let's go do acid. That's what you got from all this?
Yeah, that aforementioned park.
Yeah, fucking punks.
We're in the park.
Yeah, back to set number 2.
And it is a trippy scene.
Yeah. I'm sure at the time it was something else.
Yeah. Donner Party.
Yeah. They're Shrekking.
Yo, they are certainly Shrekking.
Yeah.
Talking about dying. Talking about living.
Yeah. And everything in between.
Yeah, and it's got this slow piano-y tune. And it's very familiar. But I couldn't exactly place it. And I didn't really look it up. But you'd know it if you heard it.
It's like some of the things that they do in Natural Born Killers.
Yeah. A little bit of that.
Because there was like vibe. Some red shots.
Yeah.
Just the way, it was how it was all put together.
Mm-hmm. And then they're looking over the hill, and it's kind of a cool shot.
Yeah.
And they got Terminator 2 behind them.
Yeah, the blast.
The blast.
Is that actually from Terminator?
I don't know. Maybe. It looked like it.
They got James Cameron's.
approval.
Blessings.
Change it enough to make a parody. Fair use. I don't know.
Yeah, because she has some line. Yeah. Rebellion is the end.
Yeah. And
really throws him for a bit of a bad trip.
Yeah. Especially when asking if Bob loves Trish. That what sets him off.
Yeah, at one point he's like holding a snake. It was like a blood river. Did you look up how much blood they used for that?
I should have, yeah. Oh, I had, the blood river up. I skipped over it. But yeah, it looks pretty weird.
Yeah.
It's a brook.
Not visual.
It's a quick brook.
Yeah. Not visuals I've ever seen on LSD.
No. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
So how do they level out? Just kind of head back to the base, doesn't he?
What?
He just kind of heads back to base, doesn't he? Winds back up at the punk cave.
Oh, yeah. That's where he's hanging out with Bob.
Yeah. He's getting a little pissed off about Trish.
It's all worn off now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wants to know Bob maybe loves the lady. And
arguing again.
He does worship her.
Yeah. You're a poser. No, I don't think you're a poser.
Yeah.
I knew you didn't think I was a poser.
Aye.
Yeah. Give me some fucking mic, would you? Just dying for some mic here.
Yeah. The Regal Seagull. Let's go check at Jennifer's after party Jennifer's party.
Yeah.
She's got one, right? Is that the carnivore chick? The one you don't want to meet in a back alley, bro?
Yeah. But you get to find out about Mike when you finally get his backstory. One time he went and smashed out every single window.
Oh, no, there's something before that. There's, they go to Jennifer's party there.
All right.
We're not to Mike's backstory yet.
Yeah, so that chick who's just so high, not on drugs.
The carnivore.
That's why she's so high. From not doing drugs.
And, oh yeah, and it was weird. They said, like, remember that dude earlier, her brother, said he was, like, in the death metal or some shit, or death rock.
Yeah.
And they get down to his damn den, basement, and he's a hippie.
Yeah.
Damn dirty hippie.
Hookah smoking hippie. Fucking caterpillar, this guy.
Yeah, fucking everyone's just so dang itchy at this party.
But these guys are science hippies.
Yeah. There's another sister there.
Yeah. Taking pictures.
Yeah. There's another dude, bit of a loser looking guy.
Yeah.
He's about to summon the devil though, so that gives him some kind of cred.
He's trying to debunk the devil in the name of science.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh yeah, we should have just like a debate about anarchy.
Yeah.
Just to really wind things up.
Yeah.
And already Steve was just thinking like...
This is the philosophical punk.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird night.
Yeah.
And he finally does get to break away.
Yeah.
Like, all right, got to get away from these people. I'm going to go check out whatever.
Yeah. Catches Sandy?
Yeah, well, he meets up Bob and Trish. They're living happy. They're going to split, call it an early night, right? Early to rise. And yeah, Sandy.
Out there fucking.
Yes, already in the mood. And
That's punk.
I didn't want to see this at all, but
she's the most punk in the whole punk show.
It's showing the uptightness.
Yeah.
Steve-O, the hypocrite.
Yeah. Fuck. Poser.
Yeah.
He starts kicking the shit out of the guy
handsome little devil
that's under Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what he was. New wave?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really dig it in?
Yeah.
But he had like the cheerleader kind of makeup on his face.
A little bit of the Bowie inspired thing. Yeah. I saw the devil. Yeah, he's in a fuck everything mood. Fuck anarchy even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it all.
Fuck it all. Yeah. And he's keeping that hot head about himself.
Yeah.
You know, he's carrying it into the next morning.
Yeah, and this is his movie. He thinks that, he's supposed to be the happy one. He always seemed to look down on Heroin Bob. Have lots to say about him.
Oh, and Heroin Bob is just so soft.
He's living in Salt Lake City.
Oh, you know what?
He considered this his home. Your home.
Mi casa.
Your fucking home. You've changed, man.
Yeah, it ain't home, man. It's fucking...
Your happiness is not punk, Bob. Grow up.
Yeah. What a little sore anarchist he is.
Oh yeah, this is where it goes real much music-like. And where he's losing everyone. Yeah. Everyone's moving on. Mike wants to go save the plants.
Yeah. Going to Notre Dame. Botany.
Yeah. Botany. What is that?
Save the rainforest. Yeah. Someone's got to fight for him. Yeah. Punches the table.
Yeah. Gets so angry. He's like that in Dead Man on Campus. But what'd you think about this green screen effect? The shot that they did.
What's that?
So they're all sitting at this table, and Steve is on the outside of this side of the booth. And they're all sitting at the table, and it get the close up of him smashing, and then when it goes back to the wide, Matthew Lillard is in place, but on a green screen.
What?
So like it kind of zooms in and goes back over to Mike.
Yeah.
But he's still sitting there.
Right.
It was interesting. They did it pretty damn well, because I went back and watched it, and it does look like he is sitting at the table still.
What?
Yeah, it's like the exact same framing. It was very sophisticated how they did it. Like they must have took maybe 2 takes and rotoscoped him out rather than green screening it. But
that's crazy.
It's worth a second watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. Holy shit.
And then, you're right. And then this is where they're like, botany? This guy's a goddamn psychopath.
Yeah, this guy.
One time he smashed out every window on his fucking road.
Yeah, he decided they look better.
Yeah. He's pimping those rides.
Yeah.
And I loved that even when he got arrested by the cops, which they had to call backup.
Yeah.
They throw him in the back. He smashes out their windows.
It's such a good little escape.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of knew it was him, but it took him a while to fucking admit it.
Yeah.
Such a cool guy, Mike.
And Notre Dame's a pretty cool place to go, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy. LeBron.
Favreau.
Favreau.
Fat Hobbit. Oh, that's how you kind of know it's the end.
Yeah. 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 So in every game of Rock, Windows, and Mike always wins.
So rad.
But he's off.
Out of there.
Steve and Bob are the only punks left. The true punks.
Not posers.
And Bob's not in a good spot. He's only half punk right now.
Yeah, but they go to a really great spot. That's the important thing.
I don't have a big heart. My heart is the size of a pea.
Ah, he's a total fucking...
If you want to sound like the Grinch, you're supposed to have green hair, dummy.
Yeah, very much a yak.
He gets off on paint. You want to meet a rich girl? Yeah.
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 What you say her name is?
Timer. You're a rich girl that's gone too far.
Ah!
Well, her name is Summer
Phoenix. Rising. Like Hannibal.
Yeah.
Ruff.
At least this girl can just tell it how it is, huh?
Yeah. But we gotta talk about just that great spot then. I guess it's them salt flats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they're parked out there. It's like fog all around them. Yeah. It's like weird little kind of like sandbar kind of shit. Yeah. But water.
I watched a
absolutely lovely
documentary once about Bolivia having these giant salt flats that have like such concentrated lithium.
Mm.
And
they're for a lot of batteries.
And they're actually holding out until the world has no more lithium left. And then Bolivia will be king. There's actually a documentary.
Yeah, I think I've actually heard about that before. They don't want to give it up.
Get to meet Heroin Bob's dad. PCP Jeff.
Yeah. And he's as weird as he remembers them. You know.
Even weirder, maybe.
Didn't bring cake, but...
Do you get a flashback of his childhood? Or just the one later on?
Yeah, I don't think so. Not at this point. God is an American.
But his reunion with father doesn't last long. Again, pulled a gun on him.
Yeah. He thinks he's got the CIA after him. Yeah. I don't know what's imprinted that on him, but, you know, another shotgun-wielding son of a bitch, that's what he got in common with his brethren all over town.
I tell you what.
Everybody be pulling off some damn it all fucking shotguns. How many shotguns we seen in this son of a bitch? Big old guns.
This is 2.
Damn hillbilly fucking movie.
But then they did he's laying in the bed green screen.
Another green screen. You notice fucking green screen for fucking days here. I didn't notice one unpractical
he's floating around. It was pretty... They should have done better, though, because it did cut. Like, it was him laying in bed.
Go on.
And it was really well done that even the pillows, they must have put something on so it has the right... Like, being pushed in.
The right fluff.
And then he moves off the bed and he's, like, floating around the city. But then it just cuts to another shot of him laying in bed. I was like, you should have just put him back in the same spot that you had him earlier and it would have looked so much cleaner. Yeah.
Is this so revelatory? Just before he meets the brandy.
You know, it's nice to see that they're, they're being experimental with the filmmaking. Like actually getting these shots. Yeah. Pretty well done. I think this is kind of overlooked when people think back about this film.
Yeah.
They're just thinking about all subject matter.
Boogie Nights is one of those ones.
Yeah.
No one remembers how well made fucking Boogie Nights is.
Yeah.
Well, not no one. If you know, you know. Another one.
If you know now, you... How's that go? I don't know. Yeah, but Summer Phoenix tells them like it is. Tells them how it is.
Tells them what a fucking... Yeah, yada yadas for a bit, and then just tells them...
Look like you're wearing a goddamn uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, does though. He's fucking stupid like that.
To be a nonconformist, you must drink coffee and wear all black.
I must have said what Bert said I look like.
What?
The funniest thing. I bet the funniest description of me I heard.
What is it?
That, like, I look like if you just, like, hit random on a creative player.
That's what someone said about Frankie, actually. With the twisty mustache, beard, and bald head.
Yeah.
And glasses.
Yeah.
That's funny. How's Bob doing?
For the first time in this whole movie, this cat's got a bit of a headache. Hell of a thing.
Yeah, I know. And he blames it on the beer. Hasn't he been drinking?
But, you know, beer gives me a headache when I go draft.
Yeah, maybe he's been smoking too many cigarettes.
I guess so, yeah. Got that nicotine poisoning.
I find that's what I get headaches from when I'm drinking.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And, like, I think that's part of the hangover is just smoking too much, too.
Yeah.
Drying your innards.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just... hair. You know, everyone gets headaches, is what we're trying to say. You don't necessarily have to take random pills from strangers. That's not very Bob-like.
Yeah, this little mod
A couple
girl.
vitamins.
Yeah, a couple of Tic Tacs.
Yeah, I don't think those were Flintstones.
No, it wasn't. It was something. But in a pinch, you do nothing, you know, nothing else but try and stop all that little bit of headache. You know what I mean? I had a headache just a couple of days ago. I didn't even have very many beer. But for some reason, still woke up with the little one. Might have craned though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have been laid funny for a little bit, but
So many weird things can give you a headache.
yeah, I find that's where I get the bulk of mine is from some kind of kink.
Yeah.
That's a tired thing to be.
Yeah.
Eh? Tired?
Does it make you feel better punching out a mirror? This guy loves punching out mirrors.
Oh man.
Maybe it's the bad luck that he's after.
Yeah. Did he he was not already, I don't know what kind of effect that pill would have had offhand, but
Seemed to kick in rather fast.
yeah. And he's kind of freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to marry Trish.
He's got the sweats.
He's in, like, you know, it's kind of a sad end to the party. They have to take off. You know, like the little blind date did kind of take a turn for the better there. You know.
Yeah, you gotta call me. No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Managed to have a little snog,
Yeah.
as they say in the reality TV world.
And then it's just, you know, same routine as always. Walking an inebriated Bob home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Putting him to bed on the floor. Going to bed upstairs. Penthouse.
Penthouse of the broke down warehouse or wherever the fuck still kind of cool place they live.
Early bird Steve-O.
Yeah.
Goes and gives Bob a little kick.
Yeah. You idiot.
Heroin Bob.
Stimpy fucking runs into...
Has had his last knot.
Yeah. God dang. Yeah, he goes out like that. That's the gut punch of this. This is what'll get people.
Yeah.
You know, it's the little things that get you.
You're a fucking poser.
He's scared of aspirin to begin with.
Mm.
But his headache was that bad.
Said to end it all. No foam or nothing.
No, man. Just like a fucking poser.
Mm. Then you gotta watch that ugly cry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lillard
Selling it.
Honed in on something there. Yeah. No, big time. They gave the death of Bob some real gravitas.
Mm.
Not a whole lot of... Not a big body count in this.
No.
So... You
No,
know, when you're getting so close to the finish line, you hate to... Willem Dafoe.
Everything was going so well for Bob.
He was turning his life to gold.
Yeah. Steve-O says I had it. I can't be Punk anymore. Maybe I never was. I'm a lawyer.
Yeah. Well, you see one main friend go down from a little tiny bit of Percodan and a couple of beers.
Bursk.
And yeah, you don't want to be the only one. It ain't no fun if your homies.
Throw it on the bum.
You know what I mean? That we can work on that. But yeah. Fuck! How long have I been talking like a damn hillbilly?
Yeah, you're a fucking hick.
God damn! All along I've been a hick.
So are they being full transparent now that Trish has had short hair the whole time, or did she cut her hair short too for the festivities?
You know, it's a fucking... This is a whole young punk revelatory moment. Sometimes you don't have your hair on for that. You know. No timer again?
No timer again.
I fucking...
I'm testing you. Fail.
I don't know why this is not as intrusive.
You gotta have it like right here on your mic. On the top of your drink.
I feel so fucking let down by that.
But he finally admits to us and himself. He's been a fucking poser the whole time. How did this make people feel?
Absolutely gutted.
This must have hurt more than Bob's death. Finding out that everyone is just posers.
Oh my goodness.
But you're never supposed to know.
He's going to Harvard.
Yeah, luckily he has a law degree to fall back on.
You get... Well, you know what? There was the whole revelatory moment with the scene when they were young. The flashback.
Oh, yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
That trap sprung.
D&D sucks.
Yeah. Bob. You find out Bob, it was the main guy. This is why he gave up. Because it wasn't him. He was just dressing up to impress his old buddy Bob. You know what I mean? He's playing... you can tell he's that rich kid there. With that do. And you can tell he's all... You know what? He's got that uptightness.
Yeah, looks like a Happy Days child.
And they're listening to Rush.
And then it's like...
Which is
little Adam Sandler comes walking in. I guarantee that kid has played young Adam Sandler somewhere.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, Rush.
Yeah.
What's
What
the
a
other band
rush.
that they put in? I got this from a guy I know in L.A. What was that about? It almost seems like a characteristic. They
You
would
don't
give,
know a guy in L.A.
but just like Bob never
Bob
was like
John Denver.
that kind of guy. It makes it sound like he'd be one of those guys that are like, oh, I know a guy. Oh, I know a guy.
Yeah, well, that's how, all the British rockers got, like, American music and, it's just...
What is it?
It's hand-me-down.
You think you would... it's
a
like
hand-me-up.
in Batman.
No one Batman.
When no one saw vengeance coming. I'm vengeance. Like everyone was like, I'm Oh no,
No.
This is like
half a crowd swallow their tongue.
Yeah, think that he's gonna say, "What is it? It's punk." But it's like, "What is it? It's new."
You know what? That's my Mandela effect if I ever saw one.
You thought it said punk?
I assumed. So at the very least, I'm a fucking ass, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, fucking mod.
Mandela assumption. Mod. Oh, crept in on me.
Right, you give me a headache.
Right. Well, I can do more damage in the system than outside of it.
Yeah. Get outside then.
So, big twist at the end. He's a poser.
I wonder how this hit the people that were like, fuck yeah, this is our movie. These people get us. And then at the end it turns like that.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, what?
What? They didn't burn down the bank? Fucking pussies.
Yeah. They're not real.
Yeah.
They're not like us. I think instead of doing a sequel,
Right.
of like continuing on the story of Heroin Bob's son, stuff like that,
The revisionist history of
should have
it
been
all.
like the next one was SLC mods.
Oh
Or
yeah.
SLC, maybe not mods, but like show it from another
different
perspective.
sect.
Yeah, you could even have like the same scenes but from another perspective.
Oh
Just
damn.
how they interweave and ding. Guess that was a good idea, wasn't it?
What the fuck? Can we hit him up? Can we pull up one of the producers' phone numbers right now? Get one on the line?
Let's do it.
It's still early in LA, baby.
Yeah. We can't do this on air though. Who we calling? Bud?
J-Bone,
J-Bone?
Sector 8,
Yeah.
Biff Whiff, Elmo Seagull.
Better fucking
Ming
answer.
Chan.
Manchan! How's it going, buddy?
My friend Ming Tran will kick you right in the
Yeah,
face.
Phyllis is with us here. Just one second. What, you want more? Much more?
Absolutely gutted.
I bet you were.
So hold on. So what does he really give up? Because for me, you know, punk music is one of the more important parts of being punk. Like, is he just gonna stop listening to punk music?
Yeah, he's reformed. He's not even gonna show it to his kids. He's turned into Pop. He's gonna look at his kid when he's 18 and be like, you know, I used to stand for something too.
Yeah, but like, you can listen to all kinds of genres and still, like, if I learned anything from Terrence Howard here so far,
well, I don't think Shooter stopped listening to.
You know, his DNA's gonna tighten. You know what I mean? When he hears a jam.
You don't think Shooter's got 10 years after playing on the Porsche?
10 years after? What a fucking deepy pull. Bastard. I'll just say the word just to take a little sip.
That's the best Woodstock footage out there. Like an Alvin Lee playing I'm Going Home. And he's so fucking wasted. And just like, can you imagine at the end of your set, you're just done, right?
Just
especially this guy's like 80 pounds. But then someone throws a watermelon on the stage.
Ah.
And he goes to pick it up and he's like almost candy, almost like goes backwards with it. Fucking awesome.
Fucking A. Yeah. Off Forgotten.
And who the fuck do they got? Rotten. Not one fucking safety pin in this whole film, by the way.
Nothing but danger pins. And that's why I give it... Trying to figure out a score to give it somewhere between U and K. But I'm kind of just feeling some anarchy. I want to give this thing a minus.
Give it a fucking A.
Yeah. It's a great movie. But I gotta say that it gets a minus.
I get the cultural impact. It's kind of an annoying film. The characters are annoying.
Yeah. I'll give it a... I just turned 18 and fuck you out of 100.
Yeah.
That's a 1.8. That's like Justin and Kelly or what that Remember Me, Robert Pattinson before he was the Batman.
Yeah.
That was the last thing left on the shelf at Blockbuster, I'm pretty sure, in this town. A couple of copies of the old Pattinson flick, Remember Me or whatever. It's close to that in name, isn't it?
I forgot it already. You know, there's a couple of redeeming shots. Yeah, you got to go back and check out a couple of them, actually.
Yeah, I do.
But, yeah, it's definitely 3, 4. I don't even know. I had a score. But I can't do this tricky anymore. Yeah, fucking
then take us out, you screaming whore.
You know what, I think...
Let's go get lost. Let's go get lost.
Okay, let's go.
Sorry, you want to say goodbye? So this ending is going to give...
Say goodbye to who?
Alright.